beliefs for 34 years of life. They made her strong. Her belief that goodness always had the advantage had given her the confidence to rebuild her life after her husband's slow death from multiple sclerosis. It had given her the courage to follow a career in a male-dominated profession, to allow Megan, a stranger, into her home and to make a friend of her. Megan would do nothing to injure that confidence or damage their friendship. "I promise," she said. "I'll talk to him." Sarah released her grip on the door handle and looked into Megan's face. "Don't let fear paralyze you, Megan," she said. Megan knew fear, its terrain, its high crags that sparked energy and possibilities, as well as its low silt marshes that stranded you, sucking you down and sapping your strength, turning fear to terror. She also knew how to use fear, even welcomed the familiar thrill of accelerated heart rate, the fast fizz of brain activity, the tunnel vision of an adrenaline high. It could work when, close to a breakthrough in the dead hours of night, exhausted beyond sleep, something clicked and the thick pulse of fear and elation screamed at her to go on or lose the chance forever. At such times, it was this counterpoint between fear and elation that made her complete the arc, follow the logic through, make the connections when the end point proved difficult, even dangerous. This time, though, fear made her sick and debilitated, dragging her deeper and deeper as she struggled in a quagmire of indecision. She was ready to give up. It had never been like this before. Sure, she had been afraid, but in the past, she had evaluated the situation, basing her decision to go on or abandon the project on the balance of risk versus possible reward. Sarah was the new factor in the equation. Though too young to act as a surrogate mother, Sarah had offered Megan her home and her trust, and with it a different view, one more generous than life had previously taught her, one which allowed the possibility of hope and brought with it the cancer of weakness. She kept vigil at her window, planning, dreaming, walking through each possible scenario and working out a course of action. Her face, faintly sketched in profile on the glass, was long and serious, the nose thin, delicate. Her dark hair broke like silk at her shoulders. She watched cars pass, the silences between them growing longer. A taxi rattled to a halt a few doors down and 3 girls tumbled out, laughing, drunk. Foot passengers, then late-night drinkers, a dog walker patiently stopping at every lamp post, waiting while his terrier marked his territory. Finally, the clubbers, paired off after the ritual of dance, booze, and sweat. Pheromones and testosterone, the perfumes of sexual adventure. But the watcher did not return. Chapter 2. The central office of Safe Hand Security was unusually quiet. It was only a little past 10 p.m., and night pickups were a feature. Patrick Doran believed in randomizing schedules, from cash transport to perimeter checks on low-level premises. It reduced the risk of potential attacks and kept his men from developing sloppy habits. In the general run of things, technicians would use CCTV links to check that delivery and pickup times were met, that handovers were efficiently enacted, and sign-off protocols were followed to the letter. Tonight, he had sent nearly all of the office personnel home. Computer monitors cast a moonlight glow in the open-plan office, and the low-frequency hum, normally imperceptible beneath the constant activity in the room, could be felt as an increase in pressure, a faint, subliminal sound. Sea music, whale song. Nathan Wild, systems manager, internet surfer and sometime hacker, a recent graduate in computer science, was used to working in a welter of noise from his MP3 player, techno rhythms and the anthems of the Grateful Dead. He felt the silence as a void, and under it the dull subsonic drone of computers sounded like whispered warnings. Nathan was joined by John Warrender, head of security, an ex-cop who trusted nobody and missed nothing. Warrender had